2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City, our sight tonight. Welcome everyone to Noche Enabia. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. So the opening lineup for the Heat, the backcourt, Dragic and Butler. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. And for Chicago, Derrick Rose is out there with MICHAELJORDAN. Then it's Wendell Carter, and there's Davis, and it's LaVine in at the 3. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we'd love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set, or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the off season on that challenge.
Season never really ends.
That's pretty good mechanics for a big guy who has spent tireless hours in the gym becoming more consistent with that J.
Now here's LeBron. Now Butler. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And it's Davis with the ball for the Bulls. It's a 3-point game. Rose scanning the floor. Here's Jordan. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, catching the defender there off balance. Jordan with the great strength to convert through contact. Let's see what he can do there at the line.
Chicago shooting their first free throw of the game.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Now, here's Adebayo. 20 points for him last game against Indiana. Here's LeBron. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Billy Donovan.
Hey, Kevin. Yes, when I asked him about his game plan defensively, he said they were trying to shut off the lane and prevent easy baskets. He knows that may leave open shooters out on the perimeter, but he's willing to take that risk. We'll see if the opponent can make those shots. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and a big throwdown.
Pass to Jordan. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Jordan's got 5 points so far.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And a guy who's averaged as many as 7 free throws a game in his career, Rose knows how to get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
And he makes the first.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 2008, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
And Miami making a change here. Heroes checked in. Rose hits them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Now here's James. The three. Tries again. Adebayo fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
He's just such a physical player out there, Bam Adebayo, right now playing with a lot of heart. And Bam Adebayo has a chance to be a very good interior defender. The way he moves his feet, because he's so physical, he's a presence down there.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Brent Story has it in his draft workouts. The Heat ran Adebayo to exhaustion, then put him to the test guarding wing players.
Yeah, they looked at him and said, in effect, you must not know who I am and the kind of work that I've done. He's got that kind of edge, and that's the thing that this Heat culture is always looking for.
Here's Dragic following the basket by MICHAELJORDAN. Tipped away and stolen by Jordan. Goes up and then slammed in by Jordan.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
And here is LeBron. Here's Olynyk. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the basket by Rose.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
Probably looking for more of the same here. As we know, a deep bench so crucial to any team's success.
And a moment here now to see the numbers for LeBron James. Last season, he played outstanding. First in assists, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor, an absolute magician with the basketball. Now here's LeBron. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, the combination of power and finesse, it just is automatic when LeBron gets down low. One of the most efficient paint players in the game.
And finished off by Davis.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
Rose against Dragic. James looking it over. Floats it up for Adebayo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's Levine. 32 points for him last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Here's James. 7-point differential. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Chicago. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. The Heat trail by 7. LeBron with it. He's got 6. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And you got to do better than that, or at least try. LeBron James, just too strong, and a little contact is not going to go a long way.
Now here's Levine. Here's the teardrop. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Feeds it to James and finished off by LeBron.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
Bounce pass from Rose to the paint. Trying to get open is Davis. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And the dunk by James.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Rose goes in. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 4 assists in the game.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Now here's Dragic. His last outing, 16 points for him. Back to James. Lets it go with a 3. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's his 2nd foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Chicago making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Nunn's checked in, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. LeBron James, number 1.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Free throw good, Jordan.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
And so Jordan nails both of them.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
Here's James. 12 points for him. Stolen by Rose. In transition, here come the Bulls. Levine wide open. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Heat trail by 9. Pass to Nunn. Dragic against Rose. Inside. And that one's good. James has got 14 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Bulls making a switch here. Young's checked in. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Miami. Here's Markkanen. Now Rose. 8 points for him. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. And LeBron throws it down.
Yeah, you wonder when LeBron James wants to have one of those big nights when he gets going like this. We could be in for a great show.
It's Davis on the wing. Second chance shot. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Adebayo. Here's Nunn, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Kendrick Nunn playing at Southside Chicago's Simeon High. That's the exact same high school that one Derrick Rose came from. He also played alongside Jabari Parker and won 4 state titles there.
Miami shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Shooting 2.
And that free throw good from Nunn. And those 4 straight titles in Illinois record made it 7 total in Simeon's history.
That's unbelievable stuff, and that's probably why there's great reason why Kendrick Nunn's jersey hangs there in the rafters. Only 4 players have gotten that honor.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Porter's checked in for Davis, and it's Kobe White in for Derrick Rose. Chicago leading by 3. Now here's Jordan. He's got 13. And they double up Jordan. 3-pointer, Markkanen. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
And the Adebayo experiment has been pretty awesome to watch just because it's gone nuclear. All the skills and his hard work paying off now.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now, here is Young. 11 points for him in that last game against Denver. Porter finds Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Out to White. From deep. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Here's Bradley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Nunn can't get it to fall. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. And the Bulls with another miss.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And here's Nunn. Porter with it. Passes it to White. Over Adebayo. They get it again. A nice shot by Young.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Bradley. And he lays in the alley-oop.
And Olynyk doing a nice job just keeping the symmetry out there.
Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Knocked away. Young outside. Rebound by Olynyk. And it's Miami's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Bradley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 13 feet away. No good that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. Porter looking it over. From 18 feet away. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And I like watching Porter make use of that area of the floor, showing he's a threat from everywhere.
Now here's Bradley. Now Olynyk. The pass to Adebayo. Robinson with it. 4 on the clock. Here's Bradley. Good defensive work there by Young.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Bulls have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. First free throw is good.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
And Porter drops them both.
And every year, Porter seems to get better. His three-point shot continues to evolve, and he's embraced taking on more responsibility.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Now, here's Nunn. Floats it up for Adebayo. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
This is an area I think Bradley could improve upon, playing a little more in the pick and roll, force him to make some good decisions. That time threaded the needle.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 13. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Nunn can't get it to fall.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's White. 17 points for him last game against the Nuggets in Denver. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Nunn looking around. Marking against Olynyk. Pass to Nunn. 6 to shoot.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
White the pass to Jordan. Over Nunn. Jordan's shot is off. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Bulls lead by 5. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about his teammates.
These guys work so hard, and they're young, and they're professional with it, that you're planting that seed early, so they can only get better, and they're learning, and they're gaining confidence because they're playing so well. So with me being here with these guys, we're special.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls, and small forward and power forward, Porter and Young. Jordan is out there with White. And it's Carter in at the center. Wasted no time on that one. And it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
Coming into the league, Porter didn't have that. Now, after a ton of work, he's a long ball threat.
Robinson finds Adebayo. Pass to Nunn. Three-pointer. It's all in by the Bulls.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
White the pass to Young. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Young's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls. And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for the Heat. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. High arcing shot. Porter pulls it in.
Yeah, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
And Adebayo sends it back.
And Bam aptly describes Adebayo's defensive impact. He packs a punch in there.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. So for the Bulls, and Anthony Davis is checked in for Young. Zach LaVine comes in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's Rose in for White. The Heat also changing it up. LeBron's checked in for Robinson. Hero comes in for Olynyk, and it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. And it's good for 2. Jordan's got 19 points.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Dragic kicks to LeBron. Passes it to Hero. Off target from three-point range. Chicago leading by 10. Bean passes to Rose. Outside, Davis. Here's LaVine, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Well, you know, Davis, and he knows, is going to draw the attention of multiple defenders, and that time connects with a teammate to get it done.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Davis against Butler.
Well, Jimmy Butler has a defensive reputation, and right now we're getting a chance to see that.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And James throws it down.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one. The Bulls leading by 8. Bounce pass from Rose. Jordan at the elbow. And the dunk by Jordan.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
Free throw good, Jordan. The Heat trail by 11. Dragic dishes to LeBron. Outside Butler. And there's the pass to Adebayo. Count it, good. Adebayo's got 17 now.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Davis surveying the floor. And they double up Jordan. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Hero. And Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And drafted 13th out of Kentucky, Tyler Hero impressing right out of the gates that rookie season.
And I think this is very much the type of player that comes in with confidence, a skill level, and an IQ, and ultimately a guy who wants to compete.
Looking now at some numbers for Rose. A very nice season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Now here's LeBron. 18 points for him. Outside, Davis releases, and there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Davis. 10 points for Derrick Rose.
A sound decision maker with a reliable jump shot. Rose is more than comfortable in catch and shoot situations.
LeBron against Levine. Dragic left side. Back to James. Fires for 3. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Dragic.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Now here's Levine. And here is LeBron. Butler kicks to Dragic. Back to Butler. Dragic finds Butler. 6 on the shot clock. And they double up James. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. The Bulls leading by 8. Davis, the pass to Levine. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Markkanen, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. And Miami with a change here too. Bradley's checked in. Rose with the ball. 10 points for him. Buries it from three-point range. Markkanen's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here's James. He's got 18.
Big-time scoring explosion in this one from Bam. Didn't think he would have this kind of offensive impact.
Rose with the ball. Butler covering. Count that one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons,
right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lores of the game of college basketball.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Rose. 12 points for him. Feeds to Jordan. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Jordan's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. Pass to Adebayo. Double team on Adebayo. Count the basket. Bradley's got his first bucket in this one.
A bonus when Avery Bradley is finding ways to score inside. He's got to keep working on his interior game.
Rose passes to Jordan. Shoots over Bradley. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Outside Butler. Down low. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
And how about Adebayo just getting up and getting athletic?
Rose against Dragic. Left side Rose. The Heat trail by 10. And they double up James. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two.
So it's Chicago now. The Bulls leading by 10. Rose kicks to Levine. Davis against Bradley. And Davis can't get it to go. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Nuggets. And there's the feed to Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 5 assists in the game. Chicago's gone 2 or 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Jordan dishes to Markkanen, and it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Here's Jordan. Up and in on the layup. Jordan's got 28.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Pass to Bradley. To the middle. Here's LeBron, and it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
On the wing, Levine. James covering. And that one drops for him. Levine's got 4 points in the quarter.
And check out the touch from Levine. He has all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
LeBron passes to Dragic. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now here's Bradley. To the inside. And finished off by LeBron.
Well, that's a good job by Avery Bradley, recognizing that he had an open teammate and get it to him in a good position.
Rose against Dragic. Rose kicks to Levine. Levine double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Miami with the ball. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And it's Bradley off the drive.
Well, Bradley right now putting the defense, something he does well, on its heel because of his offense.
The Heat have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
2 shots.
And free throw good from Avery Bradley.
You talk so much about Avery Bradley and his motor and how he comes to every game with a defensive mindset. I think that's both where his teammates and the coaching staff really respect the type of consistency he brings to the floor.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Young's checked in for Anthony Davis. Porter comes in for Michael Jordan. And it's Kobe White in for Rose. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Bulls leading by 8.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's Levine. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replays here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek, how's it feel to be back on the floor again?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Good to see you back out here, Derek. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. You always like to be holding a double-digit lead at the half. And with their excellent second quarter, a 10-point lead, it's exactly what they've got. What'd you think, Shaq, about Chicago?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It's what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Miami?
They aren't playing tight enough defense. That's pretty clear. There needs to be a lot better communication. Guys are playing defense on an island a lot of times, and that's getting them burned.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
The Heat trail by 10. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. The backcourt, Dragic and Butler. And it's James in at the small forward position. Carter left side. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Carter's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
There's Dragic with the three, and it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Levine can't hit. And so James will bring it up for Miami. And he drops in the layup off the glass. LeBron's got 24.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
James outside. Back to Dragic. A 3-ball. No good on that one. And it's Chicago the other way. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
A terrific flush from Anthony Davis there. When he's given room to fly like that, he's going to take off.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 24. Butler deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. And he makes that one.
And every bit of the body control right there for Adebayo out there going right through the contact.
The Heat have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. Chicago leading by 11. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Rose, and Adebayo sends it back. And now the fast break, LeBron with the ball. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, there's no stopping LeBron right there. He's done that thousands of times.
The Heat have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
When you talk to opposing coaches and how they scheme for LeBron James, the amazing thing is they talk about how he sees every facet of the game, not just what he needs to run, but how it is that he can make it difficult for opposing offenses.
And then Carter with the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Dragic. Now the dish to James. LeBron is doubled. Passes it to Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Tyler Hero. He's checked in for Goran Dragic.
Taking a look at some stats for Butler. He's coming off an excellent season. He put up about 20 points a game, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Hero misses the three. Chicago leading by 10. Inside. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Levine. Jordan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Back to LeBron. Down low. Double team on Adebayo. Hero nailed from three-point land. Hero's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Now Jordan, he's got 34. Rebound by Olynyk. The Heat trail by 9 to the middle. Here's Adebayo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, Brent, some unique conditions to say the least for the NBA restart. Do you feel you would have thrived or had a hard time in that bubble?
Well, that's a good question, Kevin. I like to think that I would have found some way to make positive contributions to the team. I think the interesting dynamic to all of it is the fact that guys love to compete. And there is no way for you to fake that kind of enthusiasm, that kind of drive, that kind of motivation to be on the floor and do your very best no matter the situation. That came out last year as we established the NBA champion.
And Adebayo drops them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Now here's Rose. He's got 12. The shot is good off the backboard. Rose has got 14 points for the game.
And great elevation on that shot from Rose. When his jumper is falling, he becomes a nightmare to defend.
Back to James. The pass to Olynyk. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And the dunk by Olynyk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
To the paint, here's Adebayo. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And that's now 29 points for Bam Adebayo. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Bulls. They've led by as many as 14 points. He feeds it to Levine, and the jam by Levine.
And that athleticism has always been a big part of Levine's game. He makes dunking look easy.
And here is James. He's got 27, and the shot goes down.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Chicago making some changes. Young comes in for Zach LaVine, and it's White in for MICHAELJORDAN. Chicago leading by 6. Rose finds White. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Here's Hero. Dishes it to James. Left side, Butler. And the officials call traveling violation. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Bulls. And Miami also making a switch. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Chicago's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Davis dishes to White. Shot, high post. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Hero.
Well, the catch and shoot is where Tyler Hero excels.
Out to the right wing. Rose kicks to Davis. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Miami's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
And Davis throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's LeBron. 32 points in the game. Olynyk the pass to Hero. Here's Adebayo. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Knocks it loose. Rose double-teamed. Markkanen in the corner. Pulls up. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Heat trail by 5. Here's LeBron. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Chicago the foul.
Well, with a body like that, LeBron James can be as physical as he wants to be and just dare you into making contact.
And he makes the first. Bulls making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. Avery Bradley comes in for Tyler Hero. And both free throws good for LeBron.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Here's Rose. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And they double up LeBron. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Back to Bradley. Outside Robinson. Outside Bradley. Just 4 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Thaddeus Young.
Bradley around the basket knows he's going to face some force, and that time got inside and forced the defense's hand.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That free throw good from Avery Bradley. Levine's checked in for Derrick Rose. And so Bradley nails both of them. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. They've led by as many as 14 points. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And you got to run Levine off that line. He's a legitimate threat to do damage from deep.
LeBron with it. He's got 34. Pass to none. Olynyk in the corner. Again, the miss by the Heat. Chicago leading by 6. Levine inside the three-point line. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And he's no stranger to games like this. Levine's having one of those nights where the D can't figure out any way to stop him.
Now here's James. Pass to none. For the 3. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 9th assist in the game now.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Here's Young. Six to shoot. A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. Young's got 6.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Now, Nunn. He's got 5. Inside, here's Olynyk. And it's White with the rebound.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
He dishes it to Levine. Quarter kicks to Levine. He's feeling it. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now here's LeBron to the inside. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Olynyk.
Well, Olynyk's a big guy. He's not going to slow down. And right there playing physical.
Bean passes to White. Quarter outside. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And they double up James. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. Free throw good, James. And the Heat making a change here. Dragic is checked in. No good on the second free throw. Chicago leading by 4. And last season for Markkanen didn't really go as planned. Greg, we know he suffered some injuries and had a hard time establishing his role.
Yeah, both the scoring and rebounding were down. And this happens sometimes with a new coach and a new system. But one thing's for sure, the talent is there. Markkanen is still very young and has a tremendous upside.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The Heat trail by 7. Dragic kicks to Olynyk. Pass to James. And they double up LeBron. Robinson for 3. Here's Olynyk, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Olynyk's got 10.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Now here's White. Dragic with some nice D. And Miami has possession. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. And LeBron throws it down.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Right the pass to Levine. It counts. And the foul. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Young. Free throw good, Levine.
And in flashes, Levine has shown he can be a star. Now, he has to put it all together on a consistent basis.
Outside Dragic. Now the pass to James. Over Markkanen. No good on the fadeaway. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. It's Chicago leading by 6. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Guys, good job hitting ahead. That means we're running, which is good, okay? We've got to pay attention right now, okay, and what we're doing coming out of timeouts.
Pushing the action, fast pace. Billy Donovan wants to keep them rolling it out.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a good job in transition. They just need to stay focused and be efficient.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Markkanen and Clutter are up front. White is out there with MICHAELJORDAN, and it's Levine in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And, Bones, when you look at Jimmy Butler's elite impact at both ends, you could argue he's the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Klay Thompson might have something to say about that, GA, but certainly Jimmy Butler and his physical presence allows him to play a multitude of positions. So sliding down to the 3 and getting physical is something that Jimmy will do. We know that he'll take on any assignment and compete with it.
And the first one drops.
Having played for a few teams now over the course of his NBA career, Jimmy Butler brings one thing to the table, and that is that he's going to compete no matter where he is.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. And so Butler nails both of them. Chicago leading by 4. Jordan the pass to Carter. It's hauled in by the Heat, and it's the Heat on the break. Here's Adebayo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists in the game.
Love it when the big guy like Adebayo is out there making it happen in the fast break.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for the Heat. And he sinks the second. And it's the Heat with the ball. They trail by 3. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Olynyk finds Dragic. No good. That would have tied it. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. And the jam by Levine.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Right side Dragic, and out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation. Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Hero, guarded by Levine.
No altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Jordan with the bucket.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Pass to Adebayo. Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
A good body control and great strength from Jimmy Butler, able to finish at the rim.
To the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Olynyk.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And Markkanen is a perfect candidate for that stretch 4. Outstanding at pulling the trigger from deep and not afraid to go inside and bang with the other bigs.
Rose, he's checked in for the Bulls. And Markkanen drops them both. Here's Dragic. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Butler. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Levine. The Bulls leading by 9. Here's Jordan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Davis is checked in for the Bulls. Both shots good from the stripe.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Down low, here's Butler. It's good. Butler's got 6 points in the quarter.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
Now here's Davis. Outside, Levine. Outside for Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. Adebayo with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Dragic against Jordan. And Adebayo throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Levine against Butler. Levine can't hit. The Heat trail by 7. Floats one up. Butler, no good. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Chicago. Floats it up for Davis.
And really, Anthony Davis can knock it down from anywhere on the floor. He continues to improve his range as his career goes on.
Dragic against Rose. Passes it to Olynyk. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. James checked in for Goran Dragic. The Heat trail by 7. And here is James. And they double up James. There's the pass to Adebayo. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. On the wing, Levine, covered by LeBron. Here's Davis. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Butler against Levine. Butler, no good. Chicago leading by 7. And another turnover here by Chicago.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Adebayo passes to Hero. Rebound by the Bulls.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
And masterful possession from Levine. He's so lethal at shooting once he catches it.
The Heat trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Now here's Rose. Outside for Davis. It's hauled in by the Heat. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. Here's James. Over Levine. That misses off the backboard. The Bulls leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. LeBron passes to Hero. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Count that bucket.
And not a single point in the first quarter, but he's found his game, and you can tell he's got a bit of his swagger back.
Floats it up for Davis. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Here's Hero. There's the dish to James, and they double up James. Good ball movement here by Miami. Back to Adebayo. And the basket is good.
Well, he makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Pass to Davis. Shoots over Olynyk. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Adebayo throws it down.
There's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
Now here's Rose. He kicks it to Davis. Back to Rose. Trying to get open is Davis. And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Davis. Davis has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Heat trail by 10. Outside Butler. Rose against James. It's Olynyk atop the key. Over to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hero. Michael Jordan grabs the miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Hero. Following the score by Derrick Rose. Kicks to LeBron. Feeds it to Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And finished off by Rose.
And when Rose gets going and gets this kind of confidence offensively, you're in trouble. He can just flat out take over again.
Now here's James. LeBron is doubled and is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And the Heat making a change here. Dragic is checked in. Here's Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, just like a good coffee mug, you have to appreciate strong handles. Dragic showing him there.
To the paint. Here's Carter. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Rose against Dragic. Pass to LeBron. Back to Dragic. Puts up a 3. That one doesn't drop. So the Bulls will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And a nice, smooth stroke. When Levine feels that rhythm, he's a knockdown jump shooter.
James against Levine. And the dunk by LeBron.
And you can see when he has the basket in his sights, he's going to attack. And once he's in tight, he is a terrific finisher.
Now here's Rose. The teardrop falls in. Rose has got 14 points now in the second half.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
Down low and slam dunk by Butler.
And that's Jimmy Butler with a great finish there. Good hands to catch the pass and throw it through.
The Bulls leading by 11. Jordan with it. Over Butler. Misses off the right iron. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Dragic has it in the corner over Rose. No good from Dragic. Well, Chicago has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Chicago.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Michael.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And again, it's the Heat missing. And here are the Bulls now. 13-point lead. Floats it up for Davis. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, this was a win where you guys looked like you were confident and understood that you really can win every time out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, coming into every game, we think we can win each game, and we definitely believe that. And we got to go out there and fight every game, you know, hustle, our energy, our defense, and, you know, we're going to fight for the rest of the season.
Looking good out there right now, Anthony. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.